All right. Hello, guys. Waiting for some of you to join. If you're watching the recording, also make sure to take part. Leave ideas, leave comments, share your thoughts because it always helps. It always helps to, collaborate together, right? So, we have a few people joining in. It's good. We're gonna wait a little bit more. All right. So, apart from live talks with pros that we usually have, I decided it would make sense to also discuss a little bit something different, but still language related. And I thought of one more rubric, something that I post on a daily basis in my stories, which is descriptive language. Okay, something that you're pretty much familiar with, something that you actually love solving, something that you tell me is comforting for you. All right, so I think we're gonna do this too today. A few words on descriptive language first, but before that, please let me know if you can hear me well. Can you hear and see me well? All right, let me know in the comment section. So, as you know, descriptive language is something that is really important to work on, especially if you're, at a high level of English, so to speak. It helps with lexical precision. It helps with understanding language better. It helps with being able to, get your message across, so to speak. Oh, hello. I'm really glad to see a lot of you. So, and in this very case, I thought, why just discuss them in stories? Why just share some ideas in terms of vocabulary, entries? Why not discuss it here with you today? So I suggest a new format. I'm going to share a TV series snippet with you, okay, the ones that I share in my stories. Your task is to look at it closely. It will be muted, but it will have a sentence, this descriptive language sentence, with a gap. And on the right, you will see some sort of definition. Your task is to suggest ideas, like what might go here or there. Okay, we will discuss ways of describing emotions, atmosphere, feelings, the environment in general. That's what descriptive language deals with. It helps with narration a lot. Actually, to give you some context, I have been planning some sort of a live stream on descriptive language with an amazing Moscow University professor who actually uses this stratum of English, so to speak, in his own classes for language fitness and also for, translation studies classes. But in light of recent events, of course, we postponed it. So I thought, why not have a welcome change and just talk to you here? Okay. Alrighty. So let's get to it. So again, for those who have joined so far, I'm sharing a TV series snippet. If you see it, just send a thumbs up, watch it, then you see a sentence with a gap, a definition on the right, you suggest your ideas, and then I describe them and discuss them with you. This time we're going to talk about emotions, okay? Since also it makes sense to discuss humans' emotions. So I'm sharing my first clip, hopefully it works, and you will let me know what you think of it. So if you can see it, just, send a thumbs up. And also suggest ideas for the first sentence. Let's describe this sort of emotion. When you twist your face in an ugly way because of disgust, pain, and annoyance. So they both do what? Use present simple because it's narration. All right? Okay. You are letting me know that you can see it well. So any ideas for the verb? If you twist your face like that, all right, what do? What's the English for it? They both do what? Share it in the comment section below. Actually, this verb is even used in Russian, but when we show not just emotions of disgust, pain, or annoyance, but when we pull faces in a way. Okay? So any ideas for the verb here? They both do what? I will wait a little bit. And then if you don't have ideas, I will suggest verbs and we'll try to tell the difference between them. So, What do you think fits here? For example, in English, when you want to show certain emotions, you can say that your face, I'm thinking about squint, but I know it's not the right one. Yeah, well, it's a good one, but usually you squint your eyes like that. You see like squinting your eyes because the sun is in your eyes, for example, okay? Or because you can't see well, maybe you just woke up, you know, and you need to wash your face. So that's why you squint. But here we have a bit of a different verb going on. So as you can see on the screen, we have the sentence, they both blah, 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 do what? While trying this wine. Any other ideas before I suggest mine? For example, when we show emotions, distort your face. Well, something distorts, yeah, usually the picture can distort, like you can't see well, right? You can kind of use it. It could be a good one, yeah, but they both distort, doesn't sound right. You see? So you have to make sure that your verb, in this case, fits both lexically and grammatically, okay? So, any other ideas before I suggest mine, and then we try to tell the difference? If you have no idea, just write, I'll bite. Like, I'll bite, it means I kind of give up, but I want to know the answer. I'll bite. Hey, Alex, join in. Help us with descriptive language here. So, while you're writing, when we, I'll bite, okay? So, when we describe emotions in terms of showing a certain emotion, like, you know, for example, pain or annoyance or disgust, we can use either grimace, you see? Your face grimaces, like that. Contort can also be used. And scrunch, okay? So, let's discuss these. The first one is contort, okay? If your face contorts, it's usually about a situation where you are like, you know, screaming in pain, or you're sinning, like literally sinning. Your face contorts because you sing like that. Yeah, your face changes. Pull the right face is a good one, by the way. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you so much, Happy in the Country. So when it contorts, you usually scream because it changes like that. You see, it kind of changes. Or again, as I said previously, when you, for example, sing or say things and you're very emotional, okay? It contorts. So that will be the verb, but not here, not in this case, okay? I will type it here, contort. We also had scrunch up, the one that I mentioned. I will type it here too, scrunch up. When your face scrunches up, it's very similar to what I just said, but again, it's about experiencing certain bad emotions, okay? It can even be disgust, or for example, if you try something sour, or if you try something bitter that you don't like, you can say scrunch up. But you can also say grimace, and that's the verb that would fit here very well, okay? To grimace, to grimaсничать, as we say, yeah? So you grimace to show a certain emotion, in this case, disgust. Grimace, by the way, can be pronounced in two different ways. Any other ideas how you can also pronounce it besides grimace? Please let me know in the comment section below. But in this case, again, as I said, Netflix suggests this, they both grimace, okay? Or their faces scrunch up. Cringe could also be, but cringing when you kind of feel disgust towards what you see, you know? Like, something like that, okay? Yes, it can be also pronounced as grimace, but grimace would be the most common way of saying it. So again, to recap, in this case, they both grimace, or their face scrunches up, or contorts, okay? So now let's look at the next snippet. Let me know if you like the idea. Just leave a thumbs up if you kind of enjoy this new rubric we're trying our hand at, okay? Now, you're going to see a clip where a woman is very much angry, but then she has to change her face into a good one, so to speak. Look. So she does what? A cheerful grin, which is to make herself smile with an effort, because you have to. Look. She's like exasperated. And then she is, okay, I need to smile, so I do that. Okay, but I'm not actually smiling inside, because I have to make an effort to smile. So what would be the verb? A cheerful grin. Yeah, a put on is a good one. But again, put on a smile. Yes, grimace would be one of those, as we mentioned. Put on a smile would be like just smile, you know? But if you have to make an effort to do it, think about that. What are the verbs which mean заставлять себя? Besides make, okay? Take your time. This live stream kind of demands it, yeah? We take our time thinking about things. I see Andre here. Andre, you might also share your ideas because you're quite a English and Spanish aficionado, right? Hey, Vlad. Vlad, you might want to join us honing our speaking skills, descriptive language skills in particular. Forces, correct. Yes. Anastasia says to force. If you force a smile or a grin, in this case, like that, you see, it's kind of unnatural. Yeah, it's kind of fake-ish. Yeah, I don't want to smile, but I do. You see? So this works best here. You force a smile, you force a grin, you force a certain emotion because you make yourself, do that. You make yourself smile with an effort in this very case, okay? Hello, Alexei. I'm really glad to see you. Join us for Descriptive language. We're discussing different ways of, describing emotions, actions, environment, and everything. I decided to do this live for Welcome Change today. Now, that brings us to the next one. How about that? You kind of smile. It's natural, but then you change. You smile because you see something that you don't see coming. You slowly stop smiling. So, in this case, her grin does what? Like, look, I'm smiling, I see something I don't expect, and I'm like that. You see? So, suggest your ideas. Hey, Anna. Well, her grin ceases. Well, it sounds too bookish, like too formal. I'm not sure you can actually say that because usually you use the word cease with collocates like, cease to love, cease to exist, Fades away. That's a very, very close one. Vanishes, wavers. Good. Any other ideas before I say the one that Netflix suggests? By the way, this audio description feature can be found on any platform where you can watch movies in English. It could be Hulu, it could be Apple TV, Netflix, Amazon Prime, HBO. It's targeted at the, visually impaired people, but some native speakers use it just to, as an audiobook, I would say. They might be doing the cleaning and driving a car, and then they just put it on, and they can hear everything described in the background by the narrator. But us natives, we can use it just to boost our language skills and to work on our lexical precision, as you can well imagine. Faded, abated, vanished, good. Well, what Netflix suggests is her grin fades. Okay? Her grin fades. Because if something fades, it slowly stops. In this case, she slowly stops smiling. Or something stops living, like a plant, for example. It can fade away or fade. All right, so it's one of those. However, you can also say that if you use the word face, you could say that your face falls. Okay? When you're like experiencing one emotion, you're like that, you're like pumped, and then it just falls suddenly. Because you're shocked. Okay? So if it was useful, again, just leave a thumbs up to let me know that I should move on with that. And we're going to move on to a few more. For today, I have 7 clips, and we have done 3 so far, I guess. Okay? So, that brings us to the next clip. Let's again move on talking about smiling. But in this case, we need to show that the smile is natural and that it kind of, takes over you. All right? Look, her face does what? You start to look pleased or happy. When you read a message and you're like, you see? Like расплываться в улыбке, as we say in Russian sometimes. Yeah? Cathesthesia says, are you a native speaker? I'm not. Unfortunately. So, right. Good. Good ideas. Good ideas, guys. Thank you so much. Good ideas. Her face. So what you suggest is her face lights up or lightens up. Either way is okay. You nailed it this time. All of you. Okay? So if your face lights up, again, you start to look pleased. It's like you look sad, but then it lights up. And hopefully that's what I'm doing with my live stream today. I just wanted us to have a welcome change from things, okay? Again, if it was new for you or useful, leave a thumbs up so we can continue, okay? So as you can see, if we do this every once in a while, yeah, and if you record this language, if you keep it on Quizlet, for example, and you like recycle it, yeah, and as you know, recycling speeds up learning, then obviously, yeah, this language is going to be stuck with you and you'll be able to be a better talker, a better speaker, yeah, a better narrator, a better whoever, okay? Because as you can see, this language helps us to talk about emotions, environment, actions in a very kind of precise way, yeah? And it makes us sound more authentic, more beautiful, more engaging, all right? Good. So thank you for your smiley faces. That brings us to the next one. Now, I wonder what you have to say here. Look at the girl. She doesn't like it that this guy meets another girl, so she, her eyes at him. She, blah, 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 her eyes at him. Okay? She kind of widens her eyes, but why? Because she doesn't like it. I think you girls kind of experience that every once in a while, right? Because, I mean, who likes it when your partner looks at other not partners, yeah, but people generally in this way? Well, if you set your eyes at someone, set your eyes on usually, it's just you fix your eyes, like you fix. You keep your eyes fixed like that. So it's close, but no cigar. Okay? For those who don't know, just write, I'll bite, okay? And that kind of makes me understand that I can help you, all right? So, think about that. Like, when you выпучивать глаза, how do you describe it? Like that, when you do it like that. Like, no, frowning would be that. Like, frowning. Like you frown, you furrow your brows. Okay, I'll bite. Maybe we have a few ideas though. Okay, Andrei, any ideas? Puts eyes, pushes. No. Let me kind of tip you a bit. Well, no, stare her eyes. You usually stare at someone. You don't stare your eyes. Yeah, because if you stare, you already have your eyes fixed on someone. Okay? So let me help you a little bit. Rounds her eyes could be, yeah, it's quite close to it. But think about that. What's the word you use to name a thing that you wear when you swim? This kind of glasses. What is the word? Okay, think about that. The name for an object you use to put on your eyes when you swim. What's the word? And it's the word you can use here too. But it's not what Netflix suggests. Goggle, right. So think about that. If you goggle, okay, you make your face look like that. But usually when you're surprised, like genuinely surprised, like what? What did I see? Okay? So you can say she goggles her eyes or just she goggles. But there is one more. Okay? With выпучивать глаза. 3 letters. The first letter is B. Any ideas? By the way, yes, bulge can also be used. It's another alternative that Netflix does not suggest here, but you can use it. But also you could say bulge in eyes as in, like, it's because that's how you look. Yeah, it's like natural when you have bulge in eyes. You see, my eyes are deep set, like very deep set, hence the shadow here, and everything. But in this case, it's not bulging. Popping your eyes could work too, but I said the word has 3 letters with a B. It starts with a B. Okay? She her eyes at him. By the way, Alex joined us too, and Alex is such a language aficionado. Maybe you have an idea, Alex. But guys, I really like your ideas. Most of these can be used, really. It's all about lexical precision, because you can use even, for example, stares like she's transfixed, for example. Yeah, but it's a bit of a different one. It's because you're thinking about something and you're like that, or because something mesmerizes you. Bog is close. By the way, it's very, very close to the answer, Kate, but not bog. Okay, change the vowel. So, Alex, any ideas? Выпучить глаза. We even have in English this adjective, eyed, b-eyed. Okay? I will torture you for a second. Not bag, but very close. Change the A. Not big. Bug, correct, Anna. To bug. You bug your eyes. Okay? And if a person is bug-eyed, they look at you because they're literally shocked or surprised, or they don't like to see what they see. They goggle. Okay? Good. So again, thank you so much for this one. Good ideas. Yes, bugging, right. All right, you see, we're kind of having a bit of fun. I think all of us deserve it, right? So it's a welcome change from things. So let's move on. Let's move on to the next one. I don't have much left, by the way, unfortunately. Now, obviously, we should talk about some negative emotions too. We can't avoid them, okay? So what about this one? Look at the woman on the left. Not the one who's driving. The one that rides shotgun. Suddenly look very disappointed or as if they want to cry. So, look. Her face does what? Her face? Very close to contorts, scrunches up, she grimaces. You can also use it, by the way. But what's the word you can use to talk about someone who looks very much disappointed, almost crying? Their face does what? I will help you a little bit. Imagine that this is a sheet of paper, and then the same verb. Packer. That's a good one. Yeah. Okay, Anna. Think about it. So what do we do with a sheet of paper? Same with this. So, crumple. See? So if your face crumples, it's like you're starting to cry, like that, So it's about crunching, scrunching, yes. But again, if it scrunches up, it's about literally pain. When you experience pain, or again, when you have this kind of disgust going on. So here we could have either crumple or contort. Yeah, grimace could also work. Wrinkles, yeah, but you literally describe the wrinkles, though, you see? Scrambles, yeah. That's a good one. Good. So are you enjoying it so far? Because I think I have only one more left. Because I planned only 7, I wanted it to be kind of short. But if you enjoy it, I might share a few more, but without the, this kind of text. I will just voice it over myself and you will think of ideas. Just let me know if we need to stay for another 10 minutes or so. So. Cool. Yes. Good. Again, if you want me to move on with this for another maybe 10 minutes, just let me know. I'm really happy to see you smiling a little bit and experiencing some good emotions. I think we'll need that right now. I have discovered new words. Yes, I mean, that's the aim, okay, behind it. I find this descriptive language feature that like each and every platform now has incredible. I think it helps us so much to feel the language, and it's something you should really start doing when you're at least B2, like without a shadow of a doubt, so to speak. If you're a C1 and above, that's just perfect for you, okay? So, hello Alina, happy to see you. Now, let's look at the next one. In this case, we have an actor who plays President of the United States, and he appoints one of his employees to a position that she doesn't want to be appointed to. You see? So she struggles to do what? She struggles to her disappointment. And again, on the right, you see the definition. I know it disappears quickly. It's just, I need to work on it, work on the format. Struggle to hide her feelings. She struggles to disappointment. Sure, mine of new Lexus. Thank you, I'm a huge fan. Hide, yeah, hide could be used, for sure. She struggles to hide. But you see, we have this word in the definition already. Conceal, that's a great one. That would work. It's not what Netflix suggests, though, but I heard it many times, even on Netflix. But there's one more. It also starts with C. Suppress could work, yeah. Holding could work. Conceal, for sure. But there's one more. There's one more word you can use, which means скрывать, не показывать чувств. Bottle up could be used. It's great. It's an idiom. Shatter your emotions? Not sure, Alina, because when you're shattered, you're very much disappointed. Control? Yeah, but there's one more. You know that. Imagine that when we have those cartons of milk, for example, what do they do to milk so that it doesn't spread out? So that it doesn't spill. It's the same verb you use. Contain. Correct, Alex. Contain. Okay? It's as simple as that. Sometimes we're looking for some sort of highbrow words, but it looks like we just need some sort of A1 word, right? Like contain, container, right? So, contain, correct, Kate, as well. So if you contain your disappointment, you hide it. If you struggle to contain, you have problems, yeah? You have issues hiding your emotions, all right? Again, if it was new for you, just leave me a thumbs up. So she struggles to contain, conceal, bottle up her disappointment. Sounds great. Okay? By the way, let's put a twist on this. If a person is disappointed, they are also what? Think of alternatives. Think of synonyms. What are the synonyms for disappointed? My alternative is devastated, for example, when you are very much disappointed. Any other ideas? I know that there's a bit of a delay. It's a given. Down in the dumps, correct. It's a great idiom to use. Very, very common. But it sounds kind of weird, right? Because you're down in the dumps, na свалке, or what? Yeah? If we do a deep dive into the etymology, probably it will give us a clue. I've never done it with this one. Disgruntled. Never heard this one. If it means disappointed, that's amazing. Then you taught me something. Discombobulated. Yeah. Alex, talk about a mind of Lexus. Look at you. Yeah, look who's talking. This is too highbrow, but it's used. Yeah. Anyways. So obviously you could say devastated. You could say gutted. If you're gravitating towards British English, you will hear them say gutted. I'm so gutted. Yeah, something like that. So it's Gutted. Gutted. Yeah, exactly. That's what Happy in the Country just shared. Great. So while you're sharing, do we do 2 more or are we done? If we do 2 more, leave a thumbs up. If we are done, leave a thumbs down. But the 2 more I'm going to share will not have the text on the screen because I didn't see it coming that we would have more than. I wanted to share them in my stories today. Anna left a thumbs up. Disgruntled is annoyed or disappointed. Yeah, Kate, good to know. Never heard that one. It looks very much C2. It's just really good to know to take it on board. So, if we're doing 2 more snippets, leave a thumbs up. I'm seeing a thumbs up. Great. Thumbs ups, yeah? All right. You know what? I would really like to do it every once in a while. You know, this activity. I think it helps. It helps to connect more, to distract ourselves, yeah, from the ongoing situation. Also, I think it helps to learn a few things. Yeah, and it's a welcome change. All right? And most importantly, it's for free for you, at least for now. I might think of a course that I can launch maybe in the near future on this one, because descriptive language is something that I don't see anyone do on Instagram, and actually it's very hard to do it because you have to watch a lot, you have to expose yourself to a lot of English, you have to be always on alert, vigilant for new vocabulary, you have to know how to extract it, how to cut it, you know, how to present it, yeah, you have to know how to explain it. So I think I kind of pioneered that, and I kind of like it. Yeah, it's fun. Disenchanted, yes, it's a good one. You could also say deflated, by the way. Or dispirited, you could say. You know, that's what came to my mind right now. But let's not linger on that, yeah? So, I will now choose 2 random ones, which I didn't plan for today, but I have them on my phone. Just bear with me, a few technicalities. But what I'm a bit afraid of is that it will have the audio there, I think. If you hear the audio, then we'll discuss the alternatives, because I have 2 versions. I usually cut it with the muted like gap, yeah, and with the original version. So let's hope that it will have the muted part on. Listen.
Now, Sean cuts apple wedges in the kitchen.
You see, he does say apple wedges in this case, yes? So I kind of revealed the answer right now. But let's put a twist on it. Think about that. If those are apple wedges, we say кусочки. We don't care what kind of wedges they are. Are they triangular or what? Rectangular, right? Can you think of some other...
Now, Sean cuts apple wedges in the kitchen.
Can you think of some other alternatives for... not alternatives, collocates with the word wedges? Okay? I will stop sharing so that we don't hear it all the time. So we can cut apple wedges, okay? Like нарезать на кусочки. But any other ideas for wedges? Like any other collocates? Where do we use the word wedge? Maybe you have some idioms on your mind, or some other collocates which you know of. Because I have a few on my mind. Let me know. Waiting. Also, those watching, please leave your ideas and thoughts in the comment section when this live is saved. I think that I will save it. If you have nothing on your mind right now, just leave. Type, I'll bite, and I will help you. Okay? So, I am patiently waiting. Let's have a bit of a gaze at each other. Thin edge of the wedge. Well, I'm not sure what you mean, but I'm asking about some collocates, like some sort of словосочетание с словом wedge. For example, I will help you. When you go to McDonald's, yeah, or when you used to go to McDonald's, you used to buy those French fries or those картошка по-деревенски. Remember? What do you call them in English then? Okay? Or when you slice, lemon, you have lemon wedges. Yeah? As for McDonald's, those are potato wedges. You see? I'll bite means I give up, but I want to know the answer. It's like an idiom. You might want to look it up. It has quite an interesting etymology, okay? So, we can have, again, as I said, potato wedges, lemon wedges, apple wedges, but also you can have sandals as those wedges, sandal wedges, those sandals that women wear with a high platform. They're also called wedges, okay? Those platforms, all right? Oh, hey, Valentina. I'm really happy to see you. Yes, correct. What's the spelling? Yeah, the spelling is W-E-D-G-E. Yes, wedges. Correct. So Kate kind of helped you out there. All right? But a wedge is also this kind of plank that you put in under the door to keep it from closing. You see? So you put it there so it doesn't close. A wedge. All right? Also, you can drive a wedge between someone in a relationship. In Russian, we say «быть камнем преткновения», мешать, стоять на пути, yeah, something like that. So you can drive a wedge. Just imagine that there is you and someone else, and someone stands in between trying to break you up. Okay, they drive a wedge. Yes, that's what I mentioned, Alina. Wedges are also women's shoes. Yeah, those kind of sandals, so to speak. Okay, I was lacking on the best word for that. So you see, even though I kind of revealed the answer because I wasn't ready with those ones, we can still think of a lot of collocates and alternatives. Let's do the last one for today. Okay, I might also reveal the answer though, but we'll then discuss where we can use it. Okay, so give me a moment. Watch closely.
I'm going to put him down for his nap now, Mr. Turner. And then I need to run to the pharmacy and pick up some items for Mrs. Turner. I'll only be 30 minutes, but could I please ask you to listen out for him?
She's not here. Lady Turner, she's at work.
She continues fussing with the stroller as Sean walks off.
See? So what was the word?
Could I please ask
Can you
to
type
listen
it?
out for him?
It's going to be at the end.
Lady Turner, she's at work.
She continues fussing with the stroller as Sean walks off.
She's at...
Type the word that you heard. She continues to do what? If you heard clearly. She continues with a stroller. Stroller. Yeah, so the stroller is this fussing, right? Fussing. To fuss with a stroller. Think of the Russian for it. How do you say it in Russian, to fuss with it? Because I'm sure that was new for you, as it was new for me. This is not something we would say as Russian speakers of English, yeah? But what's the Russian for it? Think about that. To fuss with a stroller. Yeah, копошиться, it's a good one. Возиться, right. So, while we're discussing different collocates for fuss and some idioms we can use, can you think of some more alternatives for возиться? Возиться с чем-то, ковыряться в чем-то, возиться, like any other ideas. Think about that. And while you're thinking, I will explain. So you use fuss when you pay too much attention to something, and it's kind of like too much. You know, you do that, you kind of put a lot of effort into it. It looks great, it's all right, it will do, but you will still continue doing it because you're that much of a perfectionist. You're fussing, yeah? You're fussing with it, okay? However, we're looking for more synonyms for возиться. Please leave them here or in the comment section if you're watching in the recording. Especially if the suggestions are different from the ones that you guys are suggesting. Wrote down something, don't remember exactly. Well, yeah, it also rings a bell. Dawdling, yeah, that could work. Fiddling, yes, fiddling. If you fiddle with something, it means you're возишься с чем-то. For example, you're trying to insert the key, yeah, and turn it, but it wouldn't turn. So you start fiddling with it. Like, what's going on? Why can't I, like, you know, you're fiddling with it, all right? But what does fiddle mean? What's the original meaning for fiddle? Anna, if you know, let us know. If you guys also know, let us know. Now, as for the word fuss, I also suggest we think of some more alternatives, okay? Not only can you fuss with a stroller, as we can see here, can you think of more phrases we can use with the word fuss? Delve into, bustle, okay, skripka, yes, it's a violin, exactly. So if you fiddle, with something, yeah, you kind of, again, fuss, yeah, pay too much attention to it, you're like dealing with it, but it can also mean skripka, it's informal English for a violin, exactly. Now, for the last part, think of collocates or expressions with the word fuss. Okay? For example, устроить скандал. Начать тут что-то обсуждать бурно. You know? Think of this phrase where fuss can be used as part of it. I'm really happy that, well, pretty many people are watching us. I mean, given the circumstances and everything. Fuss around, yes. Fuss around, it's a good one. Make a fuss, amazing. Yes, to make a fuss. It's like to make a scene or to raise hell, right? Good. Fuss around. How about a person who is very much picky when it comes to food? Okay? It also has the word fuss there, but you have to alter it a bit. So, think of this word, which means gourmand, so to speak. By the way, it's me. I'm quite picky when it comes to food. I think it comes, I take after my dad in this respect, because when mom made soup or borscht, he wouldn't eat it more than 2 times. And it's crazy, I know. You might be like laughing right now, but I also gotta, for some reason, don't like eating the same thing for more than 2 days, Hey, you gotta also join us. Actually, we are finishing, but still. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, fussy eater. Exactly, a fussy eater. Yeah, you're a fussy eater because you kind of like different types of food. Yeah, you like trying new food. You are picky, okay? You're picky, all right? So, and we can actually move on forever, but I mean, come on. We definitely have some business to attend to, right? That was a trial version, okay, of this new rubric. I just decided to get up the nerve to do that, okay? I think we succeeded, all of us. Those watching, please let us know if it was interesting, if you learned some new words. Also, it's a good idea to even enlist the words that you have learned. It will help with your retention, So, I think we're going to finish in a minute. Just let me know in the comment section and or right now if we should keep it up, okay? Because I can even choose certain, categories with certain, phrases we can discuss descriptive language-wise. For example, we can next time talk about faces, or talk about different types of walking or talking or whatever, And if we do it just bit by bit, you'll see that your language will start improving. Of course, if you put in some effort into it, not just watch me. But it's a good idea to rewatch this live stream, okay? And just kind of retrieve or maybe even recycle some of the vocabulary, all right? Also, if you have ideas for live streams or if you have some thoughts, please, again, let me know. Feedback matters a lot. I can't be talking to myself right now, just looking at myself, and saying like, okay, so let's discuss some English, yeah? I know you're not like that. You always help me, you always keep it up, but I encourage those who are just watching just to leave some ideas, thoughts, and some comments, all right? And thank you so much for your comments right now. I like it a lot. It was unforgettable. It was amazing. Thank you. I find it a good idea to learn some vocab. Thanks, Stan. Our faces lit up. Yeah, that's what I was trying to also aim at, that we still need to move on. We still need to hope for the best and learn and study, and just light up a bit, okay? And lighten up a bit. So I'll see you next time. I don't know when I go live next time. Maybe in a few days, maybe in a week, all right? It's just, a spur of the moment kind of thing, okay? But I'm sure that I will be back with live talks with pros. I at least had 2 more very interesting people scheduled, which we will still have live talks with, okay? But when, only time will tell, all right? So I hope to see you next time. Stay safe. Have a good day. Bye-bye.